Yo, what is going on, my beautiful brothers and sisters, fellow radiators of love? My name is Jamal Pope, aka Fenixx, and this is going to be the July 2023 tarot reading for Aquarius. As far as like a mythical creature, I mean, obviously people call you guys aliens and stuff like that, but I'm gonna come up with like another one. But I guess you guys are the aliens of the zodiac, but I'm gonna come up with another one too. So, anyways, let's check out to see what is going to be happening for you all in the month of July. So, going into the month, going into the month, we have the card of the devil card, kind of like the dominant energy coming into the month. So, there's definitely going to be this element of restriction, confusion. Well, maybe some dark energy is going on. So it's interesting, Aquarius. I'm not really sure what's happening with that. Some sort of like reversal of the natural course of things. So yeah, let's see what's going on in addition to that, Aquarius. So going into that first week, we have the Six of Swords. You're leaving something behind. There are several other signs that have gotten this card, but it was reversed. So they have for them it's like they feel like they have to move on from something, but they aren't actually. You actually are moving on from something. You are going into a new direction and stuff like that. What's interesting, what I've always found interesting about this card is that I would think that the swords would like pierce a hole in the boat and cause it to have water flow into it, but that's not the case. So, but that first week, you're definitely going to be kind of moving on from something, right? Now, for that second week, we have the Ace of Cups. Yeah, there's you're wanting some type of emotional fulfillment and some like emotional initiation and some spark, something to kind of really get you going, but it's just not quite there. It's not really quite happening the way that you want to, Aquarius. I don't know if this has to do with the fact that the sun in your seventh house is going to be, opposing Pluto and your 12th house, going right into the Lion's Gate with Venus stationing retrograde on the same day. There's another aspect that's happening that day too. I can't quite remember, but yeah, there's definitely this element where it's like something's just kind of amiss emotionally. You know, going into that third week, we do have the Emperor card in reverse, and so there's this element where you're not really feeling powerful. But I think it's whatever situation that you're leaving behind. You know, that has you not really feeling super powerful right now. It's not really having you feeling super confident, that, I think this is something that you might be potentially already moving on from. But being that these cards are in the third week, like the second and third week, I want to definitely see how this kind of continues to play out. Yeah, so we have the Nine of Wands in reverse. So yeah, there's something that you already let go of, and it's like you're kind of you're wanting something to really manifest. The Nine of Wands normally is like, oh my gosh, when is this going to manifest? When is this going to happen? Like I've been working and working and working, and it's like, is it actually going to pan out the way I want to? It may very well not, and you may have to just move on, Aquarius. I'm not really sure what else to tell you. I kind of want to get some clarity cards for this too. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and then we also have the Nine of Swords in reverse. I think you got to get out of your own head, Aquarius. Maybe this thing isn't as bad as you think it is. And this is like whatever it is that you've been working on with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. You've already been in the lab, you've already been working hard at something, and now you're like doubting whether or not you can actually move forward and stuff like that because you haven't really been feeling as powerful, you haven't really been feeling as maybe emotionally connected, and maybe you're feeling like there's some illusions in your life with that devil card, and maybe some darker aspects that I think you have to just be kind of real about. But I don't think this is per se a bad thing. It's definitely going to be challenging and stuff, but I think it really has to just deal with all those energies that, we're dealing with that astrologically too. I'm going to give you one more card too. So we have the Three of Swords. Yeah. So something is coming to an end. So there's some type of heartbreak that's happening. So it could be a relationship. It could just be a situation. It doesn't necessarily mean that it has to be like you're breaking up with someone, but there's just something that's coming to an end. I think what's actually coming to an end is like your expectations of how this was going to turn out. That's really the main thing. Is like I think your expectations are kind of being broken up right now. So, but that's actually not a bad thing. It's like now it's like it's almost like the dropping of these expectations actually kind of frees you up because now you're not trying to fixate and juxtapose what you think reality should be against what reality actually is. And you can just actually experience reality for what it is. Now, when it comes to the fiery energy in your life, when it comes to like your passion and romance, love life, and stuff like that, we do have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So this could be dealing with an earth sign, either a Taurus or Virgo or a Capricorn, or really just earth energy in general. Where there's this element where it's like you are in many ways wanting to move on to the next step. So some of you guys may be ready to move on to like a new job or something like that, or maybe there's an element where you're kind of ready to kind of move on to the next step, but it's like there's something still kind of off here when it comes to that. I want to draw another card, mainly for like the earth and the financial energy, because I feel like that's going to play a lot into this card. So when it comes to like your morals or foundations, how you feel solid, we have the Fool card. Oh, yeah. I think what's happening here is that like there's like a risk that you've taken or you are going to take, and it may be scary. I think that's the thing. You may be afraid because this is like new territory for you. This is actually kind of brilliant that this came up. You're going into new territory, Aquarius, and you could fall for the illusion that this is dark and that this goes against what you've done in the past, and you might not necessarily feel the best through this or feel like you have the power through this. And even though you've been working hard and you're wondering when something's going to manifest and you're experiencing this sort of heartbreak and this broken expectations and stuff, and you can kind of get in your head with that Nine of Swords in reverse, ultimately comes down to like you being you, unapologetically you, and you taking a risk is actually what's going to keep you solid through all this. It's what's going to keep you grounded through all this. Some of you guys have already taken the risk. Some of you guys will take the risk, but there's a reason why you did that. And I think you're going to be reminded of that this month, right? Now, when it comes to air energy, when it comes to communication and your relationships, we do have the Ace of Swords. That's actually really nice. So a new thought paradigm. I feel this is actually really awesome. It's like this is sort of like a refreshing of your mental state, if you will, Aquarius. This is actually very nice. It's almost like you're going to come into some sort of clarity. The fog is going to clear up, and you're going to see that these boogeymen, if you will, with that devil card is not really as scary as you think it is. So very nice overall. Now, when it comes to there's going to be powerful conversations that you have this month. Like I said, epiphanies. Communication is going to be on point this month for you with certain people. It's just you can get in your own head potentially. But the Ace of Swords is saying that you actually are going to be kind of feeling better when it comes to that sort of thing. Aquariuses are probably one of the few signs that can literally work out something completely in their head. One of the few. Like Gemini tries to do it, but they have to be curious, right? Libra kind of can do it, but Aquarius is like one of the few signs that can actually think through a problem, like from start to finish. So use the power of your mind this month. Now, when it comes to water energy, when it comes to like your emotions and that sort of stuff, we do have the Five of Cups in reverse. This is actually really positive. Five of Cups normally is like crying over spilled milk. Being that this is reverse, this is like a good riddance. Like, okay, I'm good. No hard feelings. Let's move forward. Like, you're not even like tripping over this anymore. It's like, this is actually really positive, Aquarius. It's like, because at the start of this, I was like, dang, you got the Devil card, you get Nine of Swords, you got Three of Swords, what's going on? But then it's like, no, it's like you took some chances and maybe made some mistakes along the way and stuff like that, but you're no longer tripping over the past. You're no longer tripping over what has happened. I feel like a lot of this stuff, maybe you get flashbacks from the past and stuff like that, but this is like, you're ready to really move forward, Aquarius. Like, congratulations. It's interesting too, because like I think that just that little moment that Pluto was in your sign, it gave you like some sort of like superpower. And it's like, I think all Aquariuses will probably have some sort of like secret that we're not really going to be exposed to until Pluto fully comes back into your sign. So it's like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like Aquarius has got like a serious upgrade and we're not really going to see it until Pluto is like fully in that spot. So it's like, you know, yeah, you're moving forward. Overall card, we do have the Seven of Cups, so there's this definitely this feeling where you have like choice. You feel like you actually can kind of choose your path, choose your destiny in many ways. Now with Saturn retrograde in your second house, there's this element where I've been saying in my daily videos how it's like Saturn retrograde is like we actually well, yeah, we do actually have choice. Going forward, there'll be no choice. It'll be just like fate and just whatever karma Saturn dishes. But with it being retrograde, yeah, you can definitely feel the choice, and it comes down to like your self worth and your self value and everything like that. But Neptune's also going to be retrograding your second house this month, so it's going to be like you have that whole energy to deal with. Where it's like, yeah, maybe there's like a fantasy that you potentially could be falling for, but I feel like you definitely have the power to choose right now. I think the main thing that may kind of cause the hiccups is Aquarius. The cool thing about you, Aquarius, is that you will think through every single one of these choices and situations before you even act. Sometimes that can make you a little slow. Sometimes that can make Aquarius like really like almost like too mental, like too in their head, because they'll think through an entire situation before they actually do anything. So it's like I think that's what you're going to be doing this month, Aquarius. Is that you're going to be kind of thinking through like 5, 6, 7 different timelines and thinking it all the way through before you kind of move forward, right? I think this is really actually positive. I think Aquariuses are actually moving forward, and they're actually are just like it's like what, I'm weird, I'm quirky. Let's go. It is what it is. I'm gonna move forward regardless, and that's a pretty cool thing. It's a pretty awesome thing actually. So it's almost like he's like, yeah, that didn't go the way I planned. Yeah, that's like, yeah, I didn't really expect that to happen. It's like, but just like having like, it's almost like you're having like a good laugh about it in a way. It's almost like you're almost sort of like poking fun at your own pain, if you will, and that's what's going to help you get through this. It's going to be like, just like kind of making light of it almost. It's like, yeah, well, yeah, I fell down, but it's funny. It'll make for a cool story later on, right? So now, when it comes to the elemental energies, whether it is the actual elements themselves, whether it is the sign or the planet, that's going to be very prevalent in your life for this month of July. We have, Aquarius, what do we have for you? We have Mercury. We have the planet Mercury. Now, of course, Mercury is moving very fast. I'm going to just go ahead and just pull this up. At the start of the month, Mercury will be in, it will start in Cancer, right? So for you, that's your sixth house. So you're definitely going to be paying attention to that energy, right? Now, yeah, by the second week, shoot, Mercury is still going to be in your sixth house, but it's going to be getting ready to come into your seventh house of Leo, right? So it's Mercury is moving super fast. Now, by July 15th, Mercury is going to be in Leo, and the Sun will be a week away from moving and hitting that Lion's Gate portal. So that's July 15th. It'll actually will be in your seventh house, and then it's going to, by July 22nd, of course, that's going to be the actual Lionsgate, the day that the Sun actually moves into that energy. You're going to have Mercury, which is going to be still in Leo in your seventh house, getting closer to Venus, and Venus is going to retrograde around that time. And then, of course, coming into the next month, coming towards like right at the tail end of the month, it's going to be moving into Virgo. It's going to be moving into your eighth house. So you're mainly going to be dealing with Mercury in your sixth and mostly your seventh. So there's definitely going to be this whole balancing act when it comes to relationships for you guys, Aquarius. So some of you guys may be dealing with like some tough relationship issues, but yeah, I'm hearing sort of like that was kind of a crazy experience. I'm kind of glad that it's over. So it's like there's going to be some elements like that where it's like, some situations in your life, whatever like that, some ways of relating where it's just going to be like it's run its course and it's time to move on. You know what I mean? And it's like trying to like have this sort of no hard feeling kind of attitude towards it, to be fair. You know what I mean? So definitely pay attention to Mercury, and especially when it's in your seventh house of Leo, and definitely pay attention to that energy because there's definitely something there. You know what I mean? So now, when it comes to the answer is simple oracle, and I know for Aquariuses, the answer isn't always simple because you have to think through everything. Just like with Scorpio, see, Aquarius would be like the answer isn't necessarily simple. It's complex. There's always you have to think about this and this and that. Scorpio is similar, but does it in a water way. Everything's always so fucking deep, and everything's not always deep. I am a Scorpio, so everything is deep. Everything has a deeper meaning, but not everything has a deeper meaning. So it's like Aquarius. The answer is simple. What is it saying for you this month? We have the card of see the light. See the light. I think with the devil card starting off, like the energy that you're kind of bringing in, and then you see how things kind of progress, there's definitely going to be this element of, broken expectations, maybe some loss, maybe some heartache, maybe things you're not necessarily feeling the best. Maybe you're not feeling as powerful, but at the same time, it's going to be like you're embarking on this new journey. You are really stepping into what it truly means to be an Aquarius. And, the universe is asking you to really see the light, see the good in this, see even the good and the bad, see the good and the ugly, see the positive in that, see how it's all necessary for this experience to work. We need both aspects. But I think some Aquarius, maybe you guys have been feeling kind of in the dark about things and kind of, wondering about that. Some of you guys may be black pilled, but this is like a white pill moment, I think. It's like, you know what? It's like, I think it comes down to decision and just deciding, and you'll probably will get that more, especially as, you know, being that the energy of decisions, Saturn is retrograde in your second house, and then Pluto is, retrograde in your 12th house. There's definitely this element where it's like you're having to make peace with certain decisions that you have made. But I think this is going to be the month where you just decide to be happy regardless and just decide to see the light, just decide to appreciate what you do have in your life and what is working and stuff like that. And if it's not working, it is what it is. Just move forward, and allow the universe to work out the way it's supposed to work out, and just actually be the co-creator and stuff like that. I think Aquarius, you probably need to take a lesson from Leo this month, to be fair. I mean, the sun will be opposing you for most of this month too. So it's like, that's the thing about it. So it's like, and I think that where the frustration comes in, because Aquarius, it's like y'all secretly want to be in the light. Y'all secretly want to be the spotlight, but then y'all also have like this weird humanitarian thing where y'all don't necessarily want to be in the spotlight, but you actually kind of do, you know what I mean? So it's like everyone's looking for the aliens and everything like that, and they're trying to hold themselves out and like hold out and not come into the light. But like, I don't know, man, be Roger from American Dad. Like, I mean, don't be like, as crazy as he is, stuff like that. But like, yeah, just like, yeah, just there's definitely this element where it's like, communicate your worth, your value. Know that you're going through some massive changes right now, especially when it comes to like your relationships and everything. But to see the light, see the bright side of things, because don't get too down on yourself. Don't get too hard on yourself. Know that of course there are challenges. I'm not going to just say that everything is going to be kumbaya, rainbows and sunshine, and we're always going to be holding hands. There's going to be some storms. There's going to be some rain. There's going to be some thunder, some lightning and stuff. You rule lightning, so it's like, yeah. See the light and realize that there is beauty even in the areas where we may not perceive them. And just because we even perceive the beauty in those areas doesn't necessarily mean that we have to stay around them forever as well. So you may find yourself moving on from situations, maybe relationships, jobs, just old ways of thinking where you can, appreciate those things for what they are because they served you at some point. But now that they don't serve you anymore, you don't have to look at it in like the sort of like negative finger pointing, you like excommunicating type of way. You can look at it as like, well, that did serve me for a time, but it no longer does. So thank you for serving me for that time. It's time to move forward. See the light. see the bright side of things. So that is going to do it for your July 2023 reading, Aquarius. I hope that you all enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. I definitely appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can follow the link in the description below to jfenixx.com. And as always, I will see you guys on the next video. Peace out. Sayonara.